we hope you guys are extremely excited as well.
Again.
Hello, and welcome to Blakecast TV. This is going to be a stream of the WMT Warband Masters Tournament. I am your streamer Mad Dog, along with Black Tie. Black Tie, say hello.
Hello, welcome.
Excellent.
Streaming channel.
So we are rolling on Warband Master Tournament. That's kind of an accentuation of Warband Weekend Challenge. It's hosted by the DOF team, and we're going to be covering the finals for that today. It's kind of an interim tournament, I would say, when you say Black Tide.
Absolutely. I mean, only today we got Ares throwing up the next UNAC thread, so that's going to be happening after this.
Hype. So it's something that is great for teams to come in, just stay in practice. You see a lot of combination teams and things like that. People getting to, go around and try some different teams, some different dynamics. We're coming at you with the finals. We've got two strong teams that were actually, I guess, kind of put together. One more natural than the other, I guess. We have Tito's Knights, who are coming in, and also the Crusty Rust Buckets.
Rust Buckets.
Oh boy.
One of the more innovative names, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm looking over that roster though. It's not really rusty or crusty. It's like pretty sharp and sound, I guess.
It's a bucket full of skill. That's what it is, my friend.
Oh, boom! I like that.
Plenty of buckets.
If you guys are looking for any team names for the next tournament, that'd be a good one.
Bucket full of skill.
Yeah, exactly. This match is going to be, we got fixtures for the match. I'm actually pretty excited about these. We got Mountain Fortress coming up. It's going to be Nords versus Rodux. Go ahead and roll on that, Black Tide.
So Mountain Fortress is sort of a partially closed, partially open map. You've got one flag spawn, which is sort of smack bang in the middle. You got very much your infantry clusterfuck. You got one that spawns on the outside, very very open by the spawn of the Rodux, and one by the ruins. Which can sometimes become a closed engagement if you're fighting up there actually in the ruins. Otherwise, you're open to various crossfires, cavalry bumps, and the rest of it. But I think that we're likely to see a lot of infantry play here. Rodux don't have the kind of cavalry that would dominate if perhaps they were playing Swati. If it's Swati versus Nords, the open areas would be deadly for the Nords, but yeah, we're talking about Rodux, terrible cavalry. They're I imagine that both sides are probably going to go infantry heavy on that and take a couple of crossbows, and the cav's not going to be the big decider. I think that works in TK's favor.
I could definitely see that. I really like these two factions for it, and both of them are going to be lacking that cav element, especially at 1,000 gold. Even Nords, they're going to have the free jazz, but they're probably only going to be on a courser, so they're going to get taken down very quickly. I definitely see the infantry being a huge play in it. Also, the Nords are going to have a slight advantage with the with the bow. They're going to be able to get quick shots, where the crossbows are really going to have to rely on some cover to try and get some shots off. It should be pretty fun to watch.
I think in most matches the Nords are generally the favored side. People, it's usually assumed that the Nords are going to get something. They're going to win the side anyway.
Yep. Yeah,
so it's always a struggle playing against the Nord side, but I think that Rodux will be a decent effort, and I think it'll be closely matched. I don't think that TK's strength lies in cavalry particularly anyway. I think in the last time that these two sides faced each other, it was when they were playing on more closed maps that TK managed to get a draw. They lost quite decisively. I think it was 12-4 or 12-5 when they were playing two open maps. So this is certainly the map that I think TK should be shooting for to take as their own.
Excellent, bringing some history in there as well.
Well, I've done my homework.
You've done your homework. Very good, sir.
I do it pretty quickly.
Well, you know, being British and all, you had plenty of time to get it done.
Exactly.
The so that's gonna be the first map. Let's take a look at our teams. We've got a couple of key players that the captains have really like picked out and pointed for each side.
I think the captains were wrong in the people they chose.
You know, that's okay. We could talk about that. We have free reign here. All right. So what should they have done, Black Tide?
What I think they should have done. We'll start with TK. I think that let me get it up. Who have they put on there? I remember looking at Thunderbrew. As much as he can message me on Steam, I'm not quite sure he quite counts as a key player. I think he definitely does. I think it was very modest of Tito not to put himself in there. He's certainly a key player, especially in the Rastafari and Warriors match that they qualified through to get into the finals. Tito was very, very important on infantry. But there's one player on the TK roster that I absolutely adore as an infantry, and that's a Porter. I think a Porter is just a brick wall when it comes to these sort of things. So Heat, Tito, and a Porter are the people that I would have put on for TK.
Okay, doing a little switch up. You know, I could definitely see that. I see Thunder and Guac as rock solid players, and actually kind of the, you know, they would be like the new face. They're the warband in a community 2.0, in my opinion. They're the ones that are like
the babies.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they're active, they're doing stuff, they're all excited, and you know all that fun stuff instead of us grumpy old players like. Rah,
We
rah, rah.
were there 6 years ago, Mad Dog.
That's right, we were there, man. We were there, but I definitely agree with that. A Porta is just super strong. Like you said, a brick wall is an excellent term for him, and yeah, Tito should definitely be on that. Crusty Rust buckets, you know, kind of a conglomeration of a lot of different, as you said, a bucket full of skill. We got Jeffrey, Vinny, and Can being pointed out. Is Can here tonight? I'm not sure if I've seen that. Or not.
He is gay _ Crusty Factor CAN.
Okay. There we go.
He's done it to fool you.
That
your
solves
old
that
eyes.
mystery. Changing their names, but
as far as those key players are concerned, I certainly think Jeffrey absolutely will be bloody brilliant on the range side for Crusty. Vinny is a monstrous cavalry player, but I think you have to put Oodle in there. I think as a key player, or PBK on their infantry side, Oodle or PBK.
Super strong.
Yeah,
2 WKs that, you know, tons of experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one WPL
and
couple
they're just
ago.
frightening. They're frightening. Going up against that infantry pair is scary, and PBK is obviously he's carrying on the BKS tradition of never buying a helmet.
Excellent.
So you know we got a bit of continuity here. Raid's legacy.
Well, let's not go that far. Well, that's excellent. That I tell you, it's going to be a great match that we're going to be running tonight. We're going to roll with an intro here in a minute. But I think that was an excellent recap on the skill and the first map that we're going to be seeing.
I think it's probably notable that the 2 ranged players for TK, the 2 people who are going to be carrying the ranged, are going to be OGL and Jarvis and Pi. Both British players. Both playing on high ping, 1 o'clock in the morning for these gentlemen. It's dedication, to be sure.
You know, I mean, I used to do that all the time. That's not real.
Do.
Yeah, I mean, that's no big
Playing
deal.
matches at 1 a.m. I'm not so sure, man. I think it was the other way around. I was the one playing your matches at 1 a.m. But yeah, I think that should be an interesting duo. It's well known that OGL absolutely despises Jarvis and Pi, and there's a long-standing feud between those 2 gentlemen, between the Bro and the Castellan players.
Right. The
so
man, those
they
British
have an
politics.
interesting dynamic. Yeah, exactly. Full of passion.
And I think that's great. I think it's good to see, you know, even still in NA tournaments that that cross section, the skilled players from Europe coming over and doing well in NA tournaments. It's always a positive thing.
Yeah, I think me and Captain Lust led the way for that. And we introduced such wonderful figures to the community as Sota Mersu, which I think no one's going to thank us for.
Yeah, I don't think so. That was terrible. Why did you do that?
But you know, we brought wonderful figures like Shema and OGL and
Who's going to be playing tonight?
who is going to be playing tonight. A wonderful man. I met him last week for a pint, or a few. He paid for all of them.
What is that now?
A pint of I can't remember what we were drinking. Actually, no, I went straight into the spirits, truth be told. But he paid all the way through, so very generous man and a chap to watch out for. If he's ever in your town, invite him for a drink. I swear that only 10 minutes ago these guys were asking if we were ready.
Yeah. What's in true warband fashion?
Exactly.
Here we sit. I believe we actually have some map intros that are going to be rolling here in just a second.
I don't know if did we give a plug to our trusty cameraman?
Good old deafening. Added again. The guy is a streaming animal.
He is
like
indeed.
the best sense of the term.
He has a wonderful video on his YouTube channel, which is a video of me dueling a guy called Lelastar. It's got to be one of the most epic duels of all time. I'd certainly look for it. I think his YouTube channel is Microwave Your Head or Deafening Flood. I can't remember. He alternates. He's a mixed personality. Is Deafening.
You know, and I'm going to be honest, Steph. Probably a month or two ago, I was on there watching some very old, like the K-Tit stream, and it was just excellent having that history.
Bring tears to your eyes.
Yeah, yes. Yes, it was beautiful. So yeah, always, excellent job that Deafening does for everybody providing these streams.
And a fantastic duelist in his own right, I think.
I agree with that, sir.
So here we are. We're live. This is that the teams are running towards each other in eager anticipation of the bang.
We're coming out. Crusty is running. They got 4 infantry rolling, 2 rangers, and actually 2 cavs. So they are trying to leverage that.
TK's gone for only two cavalry, and everyone else is infantry. This is goodbye OGL and Jarvis. I think this is.
Yeah, TK definitely as Nords. They're definitely looking to bang it out.
Christ, that's a bold move. Will it last? Will it last the entire set? That's a question.
I can definitely see that. The crossbows, especially on a tight map like this, can be really hard to capitalize, especially if you get a little bit of Nord armor. I might have run 1 crossbow early on, but we'll kind of see how it plays out. Both teams have kind of shifted to where they're basically on opposite sides of a building here in the middle section.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think if you're gonna try and use your infantry weight to beat the enemy, especially against Nords, it's best to do it in the first round when those cleavers are actually worth something. You know, the cleavers are great at cutting through armor, and it's best to try and do that before the Nords stack up and get their mail and all the rest of it. So it's a worthy effort in the first round. We'll see how it goes.
Master is popped. It's in favor of Crusty. They're moving and taking to it. Jeffrey's moving to the back, hopping in the flag. He's actually getting in the ruin in the back, taking shots.
Mm-hmm. And is Juvie going for a crossfire? Is he going to go into the same place?
Yeah,
he's going for a crossfire.
Similar.
Always important to make sure that you're pushing those archers when they try and set up a crossfire.
Juve a bit late coming in. Thunder starts to come in as a cav. TK's coming in looking like they're wanting to crash. They're thinking about it. They got a little bit of harassment from the back. The cav coming in with the jabs, and there goes the melee. Thunder taking down Cam.
Nicely done.
Excellent couch by Thunder there.
This is a massive clusterfuck of the steps of the ruins. Oh, and PPK goes down. They're just outnumbered. Absolutely.
Oh, but Krusty's fighting back. Oodle takes down Polar Bear. You got a
unfortunate
TK by
team
Juve.
kill.
Yeah, Juve taking down Thunder there.
Kelko's completely untouched. And it seemed to be going also well. And finishing up Tito.
Yep, and Noodle takes down Tito for the win.
That was a quick turnaround. I feel like the TK cavalry sort of were doing a great job shutting off that crossfire, and then they came back in and just got stuck and couldn't move around their own mass, their own infantry ball.
Also noticed the cav early on for TK wasn't able to come in, especially up against the wall like that. But the cav of Crusty was basically distracting them, pulling away from the main engagement.
No change for TK this time. They're still confident they can rock up with their infantry power.
Looks like same loadout for Crusty. Still sporting the 2 archers, 2 cav, 4 infantry. Going to similar positions this round as last time. Wonder if that's a lack of map knowledge, or they feel that they've actually taken key points in this map.
Well, I mean, you can still. I think WK. Sorry, I say WK is because PPK's got his tag. I think Crusty Bucket is still in a good position to cut off TK as they try to move for the open flag if that spawns. They could have tried to force an engagement at the very beginning and try to take the flag spawn that TK is currently occupying, but I think they're just confident that they can try and get some crossfires. No point rushing the engagement. If they get the outside spawn in the open, then they'll be very happy, I think.
Yeah, Krusty's definitely taking middle map control here, which I think is going to favor them greatly when Master actually spawns. And there it goes. Out in the middle, Krusty's going to get the cutoff if they want it. TK's pushing up the middle lane. Looks like Krusty's more focused on moving to the flag, but TK's in hot pursuit. Haven't seen Cav from either team yet on the main.
Trying to ride around and circle.
We got some light skirmishing.
Oh, heat's coming in. Oh, he gets to stop him.
Crusty is definitely outnumbered here as TK comes in for the melee push.
Prime pushes over. As well.
Prime pushes over and is taking on the archers. Polar Bear takes down Kel. You got PPK taking out Windfire.
Now Crusty has both of their archers free. They're going to do some damage.
Benny doing a little work on the Cav. Double work on the Cav.
I think TK's still got a chance here. If they can beat PPK and Oodle, which is always an improbable thing.
Oodle takes down Polar Bear. Porta had picked up PPK just before that with a Jav. Benny finishes up Heat, so that's Cav down. TK has Thunder left, and it's basically a Porta trying to... There it goes.
Clutch. Didn't quite happen. The TK infantry there, I mean, there's so many of them, but they still somehow manage to get incredibly split up from each other. And none of them seems to want to pull out a spear and, you know, do the leg work, you know. Everyone wants the kills, no one ever wants to do the spear work, but I think it's really showing here.
TK is moving up the bridge again, very similar to the last round.
Crusty Bucket's taking the exact same position. TK taking the exact same position. Neither side wanting to change it up. I can understand from the CRB point of view, but I don't know. I feel as though doing the same thing every single round. Not even. Oh shit! No. Pardon me. They have picked up an extra cav on the TK side.
Okay, cav on the TK side.
I'm not sure if that's quite what they need, but it's what they've got.
I agree with that. They'll definitely want to pull that engagement out in the middle. Yeah, if you're Crusty Bucket, I mean, definitely do the same thing. Like, keep doing it until they beat you. Like,
but I mean,
make them break it.
I'm not so sure with the flag spawning on the outside last round, and the next flag point either being where TK is currently standing, or by the ruins. I'm not sure if that extra cavalry is going to be well applied at all. We saw how the TK cav got stuck on the wall a couple of rounds ago. I think that was a very bad call. And I'm not too familiar with the tournament rules as to whether they can put new players in or not, but maybe have subbing OGL or someone else in like that would have been a good idea, but we'll see how it turns out.
Flag is spawning off to the right, back by the ruin, similar to the first round. Krusty's going to be in position to take it early. Cav's flanking off to the left, just holding, waiting for TK to move in. TK is moving in a little bit earlier this time.
They're not moving in together. There's still some big gaps there. One cavalry comes in, knocks one guy out, and
I am seeing some spears, though. I'm seeing some spears.
I'm seeing too many spears now. They're a clan of extremes. One of them's already tagged. Rock's already tagged for nearly half his health, and they're just sort of pussyfooting around. They got no range pressure, so they can't force Crusty to do anything.
Yeah, basically at this point, Krusty's just sitting in the... Oh, Tito's did a
Tito's doing some
flank.
acrobatics.
Yeah, he's got some parkour going on, fighting Oodle and Jeffrey up top, while the rest of TK tries to climb
He's
the
going to keep on
stairs.
pushing Jeffrey. Oh, misplaced kick from Jeffrey there.
Porter takes out Kel. You got Vinny coming in, taking out Prime.
Oh,
the Cav
Oodle's gone down. That's a big kill. That's a big kill.
All the fight is happening right on the stairs. Oh, that's a double kill from Crew, taking out a Porta and Polar Bear.
Jesus Christ.
Thunder comes in, couches Vinny's shield, but can't capitalize it.
And we're back to Tito again.
Same
Double
time,
kill, quadruple kill for Crew. Jesus.
Crew
Gotta
doing
be
some infantry work there.
one of the most disgusting names I've ever seen come up on my screen.
I agree with that.
It's painful. But
And
yeah,
that is a quick 3 rounds, a quick first set. Very dominant display from Crusty Rustbuckets there. Do you think TK was just kind of like not too worried about it because it's Rodix versus Norz and they had that expectation?
I think that's what they're going to be telling each other on their team speak. I think whether that's what they came out with the frame of mind in the first place, I'm not so sure. But you know, it's like Bad Dog. Oh, you know, the other faction is stronger anyway. It's imbalanced. We'll do fine. That has a hint of accuracy, but I certainly think some of the decision making from TK there, particularly with their composition, was doubtful. The second round, I think they should have taken some crossbows. The third round, they certainly shouldn't have taken 3 cav. But you know, it's their team; they can do what they want. But yeah, I think ideally you're sort of looking, if you're up against the Nords, you want to grab at least 1 round because you want to be able to have the opportunity to finish this map with an advantage. The best they can do is draw this map, which puts it on a knife edge.
Yeah,
we'll see what they do.
I fully agree. I've always been of the mind that every round counts and never wanted to throw one away. I think some composition definitely hurt TK in that in all 3 of those exchanges. So teams have signaled that they're ready. We're probably about to roll here live with set 2 of the first map. And back in the can TK pull it out? Back in the regular season, like you said, back to your homework, they actually pulled a tie on their first engagement, but the win was very resoundingly in Krusty's favor. Their second
on the open ones, exactly. I think if they can do well as Nords on this set, then I think that probably spells the end for them, unless something miraculous happens. But yeah, they should be going for the 3-0. They can get the 3-0, I think.
I agree with that.
We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, when I look at the TK roster, I'm looking at a ton of excellent infantry. So hopefully they're going to be capitalizing on that when they have the quote faction advantage.
And they've thrown OGL in there, so that's a definite archer. OGL can't play anything else. Take it from me.
Good fight. OGL getting trash talk.
It's best when they can't talk back to you. It's
I agree.
It's a wonderful platform, this streaming business.
So here we are. We've gone live. TK is coming out of spawn. Looks like they may shift over to the left. You have Crusty that's coming up. They're actually coming up in the middle. Coming up through the middle, so somewhat contesting that key position that they were holding last time.
And we're seeing the same roster from Crusty on this. They're not doing any substitutions. TK, I think, has only substituted OGL in. They took out Canadian Polar Bear. They're still fairly infantry heavy. They've got more infantry than KRB do. So I guess they're looking for these bangs. Whether they're able to pull it off, we'll see.
Yeah, TK running, what's that? They got 5 infantry, 2 cav, 1 archer, like you said, OGL.
And, ooh, that's some early damage on Vinny Poo, nearly half health already. Is that a well-placed arrow? I can't see. Or maybe a javelin? I guess it must have gone to his head, whatever it was.
TK sitting, both teams waiting for Master. It's spawning in that popular side back by the ruin. TK a little out of position for this. They took center map control, but they really weren't quite ready to capitalize on this spawn.
And they're sticking OGL in the ruins. Notable though that they've only got one archer, so there's no crossfire potential here. They're just relying on the raw skill of OGL to make headshots and do work. Fucking hell! That was an unfortunate.
Little TK action. That's never good for morale right before the engagement.
Especially when you're taking out one of your best infantry players.
TK infantry sitting up against the wall. Oh, and here comes the push from Crusty. They're coming in.
And here comes PPK behind. He's taking OGL. OGL's got no firing potential.
Even
now.
numbers.
Nice
takes
catch
out
from Heat.
Crew.
Ooh, Donate takes out Kelquist. But is OGL warning them that PPK is coming in their back? Oh no, PPK is coming back for OGL.
Jeffrey, as a crossbow, taking down Thunder. You got Oodle taking out Heat. TK's infantry
TK's
holding
completely
strong.
reluctant to go and help OGL over. They're seeing that their only archer getting pounded by PPK and the cavalry, and they're just sitting there.
3 kills. Juve doing work. Oodle doing work. Double.
Yeah, there's this complete lack of impetus from the TK guys. They sound the flag. There are about 4 of them there. OGL's getting run over and stabbed, and they're just sort of wandering around the flag, not pushing anything, not moving to help OGL, just standing there. Questionable decision making. Questionable team kill at the beginning of the round. Things are not in TK's favor right now.
So that's one round going to Crusty Rust buckets, and that's going to mean that they've actually taken this map. So the best TK can hope for now is coming up with maybe salvaging 3 rounds. Might have to shift, like you said, shift up some strategy to try and accomplish that.
And Crusty Rust bucket it seems to be confident now. That looks like they're teetering on the edge of pushing. They're running around the other side now.
Very similar positions by both teams early on. TK holding once again that middle area.
They're just mirroring Crusty Rust bucket's last maneuver. So again, the flag can spawn in the middle. We haven't seen a central flag spawn yet, which is where the real infantry fight happens. The flag can also spawn on the outside now. I don't know which way it's going to go for TK. I feel as though either flag spawn. I think things are just lining up against them right now. The gods, the fortunes, the fates.
The stars are not aligned, my friend.
Precisely. So here we see a centralized flag point. Maybe this time TK's infantry can't get split up. How can you get split up in such a small area? Everything's in their favor, I'm assured. Minus the crossbow bolt in prime.
Flag spawn's basically right under Krusty's feet. TK's pushing in basically from their spawn. Early kill from Oodle, taking out Prime with the jabs.
Yeah, not good at all.
Donate goes in, actually blocks Heat as he's trying to come in. Blocks the second cav as he's trying to make a strafe. And we have kills going on. PPK taking out Thunder, Heat taking out Kel. A little bit of back and forth. Donate still up, taking out Crew.
Porter's fighting Oodle. Duel of the Fates.
Both teams still have their cav up. Juve under duress over there. Oodle's taking out OGL, so that's one range down for TK. And Jeffrey taking out Heat. And there comes the wipe.
Yeah, that's
not quite a wipe, but they mopped it up very well after the main engagement.
A terrible awareness from Prime. He just walked straight in there. Didn't notice that Oodle was stood there with Javelin. One of the most inaccurate throwing factions in the game. Gets a jab kill on Prime.
You don't have to make it worse than it already is.
It was already pretty bad, but the people need to know that these are just bad decision making. And certainly in the infantry fights, I'd see sort of a Porter sort of back off and just let Oodle just run over and stab OGL and 2v1 him. This team isn't playing together. This team doesn't have any chemistry. They're splitting up, and they're taking early damage. If they can pull this round back, get some armor, maybe they can do something, but...
Krusty's looking to push here. TK taking the same central position, but Crusty comes up middle. They're looking to contest, possibly. And I think TK is like content just to let him sit there and
I think so too. For good reason, I think. Ooh, that is not what you want. That is not what you want right now.
that's one cab down. Jeffrey taking out Heat over off the side. He probably
Not knowing
quite...
he's there, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Which that was smart play on Jeffrey, kind of hanging back.
Looks like KRB is up in the ante here. They're being aggressive. They're moving backwards and forwards. They're doing their WSADs. You know, just taunting them.
1 second.
Here's the
Flag
open
spawns out in the middle.
Out in the middle. TK's only got one cavalry now. They want to push them now. They want to get them right here, right now. Try and do something before the cap becomes relevant.
They've been able to somewhat split Crusty.
They've split him, but no one's pushing PPK. He's just stood there with javelins. He's throwing them. He's in their backs.
Kel taking out Donati. Kel taking out Prime. The advantage has left TK at this point. Kel doing work, taking down the porta basically from the back. Most of TK's infantry just surrounded at this point.
Quadruple kill from Kelquist as well. Sorry, hang on, I need to hype that up. Quadruple kill from Kelquist.
That was much better, thank you.
That's what we like to see.
OGL going to the bump lance from Vinny, and that's going to be a 3-0.
This is not what TK wants. This is definitely not what they want. It's not what the viewers want. It's a final. Goodness me, what are they doing? And they've not just let themselves down. They've let the entire NA streaming community down. But maybe they can pull it back. Maybe they'll make it up.
There you go, a shred of hope.
A shred of hope in what has been such a woeful voice this entire map. I mean, I don't know what's going on. TK has the skill to go neck and neck with these guys. But I think it's just the decision making. I'm assuming it's worth saying actually that was KRB as a new team for this tournament. All of those people there are absolute veterans. Plenty of them have been in finals of bigger tournaments with bigger prizes, with t-shirts on the line. Here we're talking money on the line. They know how to play under pressure. I think this is the first time that TK's actually got to a position of some relevance in a tournament. And maybe the nerves are getting to them, maybe it's just clouding their decision making, maybe they're just not making the kind of calls that they ought to, and that might be taking its toll. It just comes down to experience.
I could definitely see that. We have shifted to map 2. This is going to be Legacy Plains. We have Swadia versus Saarinen. We have a map intro, Def. Go ahead and roll that. And we are back from the map intro. This is Legacy Plains. This is old school. This is bread and butter. This is what I grew up on, man.
Zaffa.
So it is a play on basically random planes, which is played extensively in the early years of Warband competitive.
Back in the days when we used to do first to sevens.
First to sevens, man. 3-hour scrims. It was beautiful. It was
reroll,
beautiful.
cliff edge. Reroll, cliff edge. Terrible.
So it's basically a large random plane that is standardized. You have consistent, basically fixed all the problems that you had with random planes. The spawns are the same. The map terrain is the same. The master spawns are exactly the same. It's basically everything you would ever want in a planes map.
Can't remember the last time anyone even played random planes. Goodness me, it must have been a long time ago. But yeah, the good thing about Legacy planes, I suppose, as well, is, you know, when you used to have random planes, you'd have very, very strange spawns. You'd had some people spawning on top of a hill. You'd had some people spawning, sort of like in the middle of a river. It was questionable balance, and no one had any idea where the where the flags were. Thankfully, we now do.
Yes, yes.
Has a certain degree of preparation.
Many times I'm telling my guys, there's no way it's going to spawn right behind them again. Oh, look, it did.
And then, of course, this map was made by Zaffa, the master of standardization. Very creative man.
Yeah. No, excellent work on the map, Zaffa. We have a great faction lineup here. Swati versus Serenade. I could definitely see that going either way. I feel the factions are very similar. You got the maneuverability with the
yeah, the
Serenids.
movement ability of the Serenade horse, the strength of the Swadian horse and proficiencies. I think it'd be interesting to, I suppose, perhaps since your time playing Mad Dog, we've had the long old pike becoming certainly a very prominent feature on Swadian cavalry. Very killer. You put a long old pike to a Serenade horse, and it's already lost nearly 9/10 of its health. So it requires some skill to avoid just losing those horses straight away, not to the crossbow bolts or the infantry all pikes, but to the all pike on the cavalry. So yeah, it's certainly going to have to see some high-level cav play from TK. Which, you know, I may have been damning of their cavalry prowess at the beginning of this stream, but you know, I think their cavalry were pretty much the only ones getting kills in the last spawn. Sorry, in the last map. Heat was getting some decent kills. Thunder was coming in and getting the first or second kills of most rounds. So maybe they can do something nice.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have a problem though. You could put PPK and Vinny on a horse and deal with most what you need to on random planes. Tons of experience in cat play, looking to come from that side.
I can't see exactly who they're putting in because they're mixing up the teams, but I mean, we're looking at Vinny, we're looking at Jean, we're looking at Shema Forash, very strong European player, most notably known for his closed map cavalry play, but even still on open, he's deadly.
Looks like Can's going to be in there.
Can is played on both sides of the Atlantic, with low ping on both sides actually, so he's very well experienced. And of course, Crew plays cav as well. It's a strong cav lineup, I'm not going to lie, it's very strong.
So there is the reroll, and we are going live. This is set number 1 of the second map, and we're coming into this with a 6-6 score, 6-0 score in favor of Crusty Rust Buckets. Lots of cav early coming in from Swadia. Crusty Rust Buckets. A little bit of skirmishing happening on the side from TK. Looks like TK's falling back. Crusty was doing maybe an early push, just trying to get some map control here. Looks like they did have some people on the ground. They have one infantry, a lone infantry doodle.
I wonder who got the old pike. Let me take a look. Someone must have asked for an old pike, and it was Jean. Jean has the old pike.
Where I have a dismount, looked like PPK took out Heat's horse. Kratos came in and got a slash
and demolished.
Heat goes down, surrounded by six cav players.
Yeah.
So that's one down for TK.
Well, you know, TK have their bamboo spears. I suppose they're going to try and play it by flags rather than going for the cav engagements, which is a smart choice given their setup. Hoping that those bamboo spears will be able to stop the horses and some gallant cavalry will be able to come in with a couch lance and save the day. We'll see how that plays out. And they've also got an archer as well. Yeah,
TK actually playing 5 cav. They got 2 infantry and 1 archer. I guess the infantry there to kind of protect the archer. Cav, the flag is spawned on the far right-hand side of the map.
Exactly, certainly in KRB's favour, and the pressure's always on once you get a cav dismounted on their flag or your infantry there first, raising it up. Always applies the pressure.
TK is moving in, but they are surrounded right now by cav from all sides from Crusty Rust Bucket.
TK's already there,
close.
Raising the flag. An immovable stone this man will be.
Thunder's lost his horse. dismounted by Vinny and Kradock over on the side.
It's probably worth noting to... No, very nice, not less nice.
Tito taking out Shema, and Juve retorts right back with taking out Tito.
And if TK lose this round, they've lost the tournament.
Yes.
But they just got a kill back.
Polar Bear taking out PPK, that's going to be huge. Taking out one of the 5. Oodle's getting crushed on the flag by both Guac and Prime. Calf coming from all sides.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a clusterfuck and a half. Oodle goes down. Guac would be well to pick up that old pike. If he picks up that old pike, he's got a good chance.
Prime gets a stop on Juve and is taking
beautiful.
The headshot. Thunder coming in, double work from Thunder.
Guac, go back, pick up the old pike, Guac, pick up the old pike, it'll be invaluable. Pick it up, pick it up!
A Porta takes down Can.
Prime.
One round to Crusty Rust Buckets.
No, that was the TK.
Yeah,
It was the first round of this match, man. Jesus Christ. We've got to get out of old patterns, old habits. Oh my god. Prime picked up the old pike. He's got much more awareness than Guac does. Nice game sense, I like that.
I was actually worried about you there for a second. The noises you were making about that all pipe, so I'm glad somebody picked it up.
Someone has to have been screaming that in their TeamSpeak. If not, I'm gonna have to go in there and just... Goodness me. Yeah, the all pike is a fucking killer. That's the best loot he's got. I don't know whether it's a good idea to give it to Tito. I mean, certainly the short all pike has value on closed maps because it's just bumps and you get the additional damage. But he's not going to outrange anyone with that. He's got a shit horse to get close as well. It's a questionable choice. I'd have kept it Prime. Bad game decision, Prime. Bad game.
Krusty's Kev is spread out across the map. I saw even the range unit. So all of TK's ground units right now have spears to stop those Cav. They've actually shifted over to the basically across the map from their spawn, setting up for hopefully what they feel would be a favorable master spawn.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, we're gonna find out.
I mean,
here.
you've got
6 seconds.
You've got the one behind TK and you've got the one in the middle. Both of them, I think, yeah, they're certainly lined up for either. Better than the last one, anyway. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yep, does spawn just over to their left. Looks like the ground troops are holding for just a sec, which is somewhat smart. You have Crusty Cav that's getting a little bit closer, kind of tightening the noose, if you will.
And Oodle's approaching. It looks like he wants to go for a bang. It looks like he wants the Cav to come in with him. Looks like it's gonna happen. Ooh, heat goes down. PPK misses a couch lance.
Oodle's still in, and that's going to be a tough spot. That hill and that tree are going to disrupt the Cav.
Nice kill.
Prime taking down Shima.
Once they finish,
TK never helps.
Never does. TK doesn't help TK, I think.
Can comes in, takes out Heat. Thunder taking down Juve, though.
Prime doesn't see PPK behind him.
Another team kill.
Use your tilde key, man.
PPK taking out Prime. You got crew coming in and taking out Tito.
Ooh. Every TK player's on low health.
2 up for TK.
Is this it? Does this spell the end?
You got 5 up for Crusty Rust Buckets.
Polar guy gets stopped. Ooh. Ooh, that's a nice hit.
Stab.
They just need to play this smoothly. That's not smooth. That was not smooth at all.
PPK taking out Polar Bear after a well-placed stop. And
the win
takes
goes
down
to
the Porta.
KRB. It was a valiant effort. It was going their way. It was going their way. They had some unfortunate team kills. Lack of tilde play.
Lack of tilde.
All comes down to the tilde.
That was a pretty smart play, putting Oodle in the middle of that. With the tree and the hill, it's going to be tough for those Cav to strafe like that, but if you dangle that one distraction, that one thing to look at, it definitely helped out. So that's
I mean, the terrain was even lined up against them. They were on the hill. The Cav should have been pretty useless, but
they were able to make it work. So that is a resounding victory for Crusty Rust Buckets. The final coming in 7-1 after a very dominant display of infantry and range play on Mountain Fortress.
And I think this is just this has just turned into let's just run at each other and play it out.
I'm not commentating this. Get this out of here, yeah. That's ridiculous. So moving forward, TK. All right, Black Tide, you got one piece of advice to give to TK. Go ahead.
My advice would be put your hands on the radiator before you play. Okay. You know, just to get the nerves out of there, you know, cool them down. You know, so heat them up a little bit. You don't want to get cold and sweaty. Have a drink of water. Do some breathing techniques. Maybe have a cigarette. Come back in and play like you did in the previous matches of the tournament, and put it down to experience and come back stronger in the next tournament.
Excellent, well done. I wrote down all of those things that I should go do.
Note, by the way, this streaming channel does not promote the consumption of cigarettes. It's bad for you. There's a health warning on that.
They're big boys. They can make decisions for themselves.
I don't know. Have you met Nero?
Well,
sorry, that was uncalled for.
Touche.
And Crusty Bucket's playing a man down. Are you familiar with the layout now? Are we doing interviews? I mean, it's the last match of the tournament. I suppose that's something that sounds feasible, right?
Well, you know, I mean, we could do that.
We need our producer here.
It's one of those things to where I feel we covered it quite well, and you know, it could be a situation where like, you know, hey, you guys won. Yeah, we won. You guys won pretty well, didn't you? Yeah, we won pretty well. How does that make you feel? I feel great. I feel good.
Or one where they just get everybody to come in here and it becomes a bit of a screamo concert.
Yeah, so I'm getting word that we actually I actually properly summarized that interview. So we're not going to be doing an interview, but we are going to remain with you for the remainder of this display of Cav skill.
Yeah. I mean, it's close now. It's pretty close. Yeah.
Which is basically what you always see. You always see the one team that finally loses, they can just release and actually play the game. And I would agree with that. I saw a lot of tension, a lot of really good play out of TK. They just couldn't bring it together. I feel it does come down to team play and experience.
But I mean, I don't think you ever managed to fully get rid of the nerves and things. You know, even enough to play in this game for the 6 years I have now. You still go into big matches and you're still pretty shaked up. You're thinking everyone's watching. Think of the shit talk and the memes that are going to happen after the match. I need to make sure I don't get benched so that Trebron doesn't mock you for it, you know, and so on and so
that's
forth.
important.
Exactly. So it never fully goes away, but yeah, I think it certainly affected TK's decision making today. But yeah, it's a team full of very good players. Very good new players, really. Not really people from our era.
Yeah, I agree, and like I said, I see a lot of those guys as the new face, as the new people that are actually you know, doing things.
Yeah, they instigated, what was it? They do warband almost every night as well.
Yep.
Which is it's good. It's like the new sort of more codified version of pickup parties.
Yeah, you know, they
Choose to be
tried
good
to
fun.
standardize it just a touch, tried to make it a bit more professional. Which you know, it's great to see that they're actually staying with it. It's a weekly thing that you can kind of look forward to. I've actually attended one.
You've been to one? My goodness,
I have. Yeah, it was interesting.
You show them how it's done.
Yeah, man. I went in there and rocked it. Classic charge into all the infantry as a cav. It was perfect.
Yeah. Good old Balian days.
That's right. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm just a distraction. You didn't kill them while they killed me. What was wrong with you?
Yeah, I was taking on 8 guys, man.
Yeah, you're all doing it wrong. It was a good run down memory lane. So we're setting up for the 4th set. This will be the 2nd set on map 2, Legacy Plains. And playing it out here.
I suppose the big question is, Crusty Ruck's bucket, full of people from a variety of different clans, whether or not they're gonna stick together for the UNAC, or if we're gonna see WK come out again. We're gonna see TMW for the sixth time that TMW said it's gonna retire and never enter a tournament again, come back and play for UNAC 6. I think it's 6. There's been a few of them.
Yeah, would be UNAC 6. I don't know. Great question. WK, they did an uninstall party twice.
Yeah.
Able to do an install party so they can uninstall
Reinstall
again.
party.
Yeah.
Although, to be honest, considering that most of them are here now anyway on this server, I think they've already done the party. Or maybe we missed it. Maybe we didn't get the invite.
This is true. This is true.
Like Scott Ray's paycheck, it just got lost in the post.
Oh man, I don't know what happened to that. He didn't get that?
No.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, we're seeing some innovative tactics now coming out of TK.
All ranged.
All
units.
ranged. That's the NW
crossbows.
coming out of them.
Yeah, I think I see formations. Yeah, they're doing line battles here.
Oh, they're all default. You see, they're all default crossbows, so they can then buy up in the next round. It's all part of a long-term strategy here.
They've gone in a single file formation.
Mm-hmm. And they've all fired shots, and I think one of them hit something.
I really feel an echelon would help them out greater, but we'll see how it goes for them. So shots coming in. Crusty does have two archers that they're using, and there goes Jeffrey taking out Guac.
Shit! I just missed a kill. Jesus! And it didn't even come from the firing line.
Crusty coming in for a crash.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, SJ has managed to dismount Jean. Will he do it? Will he do it?
There's
He's
another
taking
kill.
him on. He's got the footwork. Yeah, no, it didn't happen.
So you can see the lack of spear, lack of infantry, lack of cav. Definitely hurting TK.
taking it. Yeah.
We'll see if they switch anything up. Looks like I'm seeing all infantry here. Like all this may work. If they can pressure the archers, if they can pressure the ranged of Crusty, this could actually work.
This could work. This could do it. This could be the moment when TK wins a set with the most innovative tactics this tournament has seen in a long time. Can they do it? They're forming a sort of hedgehog right now.
Yeah, that's a lot of pointy. I would not want to charge
they
that.
could against these archers, man. I can certainly see them going into some sort of Tortuga formation as well, or
Right.
Testudo. That's what they call it. My Latin's not what it was.
Shots
they're
coming
separating.
in.
They're separating.
That's forcing TK to move, and the cav is becoming very predatory right now.
Oh, they stopped Bina's horse. They're poking him. They didn't finish him off in time. The cannon's coming back in.
Man on the ground,
Jesus,
cannon
they
coming in
takes
with a
him
couch,
down.
takes out
Shimmer
Cheetah.
Soyalis, his immense footwork, causing the team kills left, right, and center. Finally goes down. It's a good effort.
You have three
Bought his team some
infantry,
time.
3 infantry chasing Jeffrey. You have 2 infantry over there chasing Juve? Chasing the other archer. And then the cav comes in and basically just mops up.
Basically. But we'll see. Maybe they'll pull something up. Maybe their athletics can outdo Jeffrey. They've been chasing him for a while. They just need that one last push. Up the hill, up the hill. Polar bear lands. He lands in second thrust. Ooh, the team kills.
Jeffrey gets down to Kratos. I believe that was for making Kratok have to ride so far to kill those guys. So it was just punishment on to Jeffrey.
Understandable. And what will TK do now? They have no gold, but they have great lances.
What more do you need?
What more do you need?
Looks like we're going to see some actual formations here. I'm seeing, looks like a flying V coming out of TK.
Flying V, famously used by Zerg team in some tournament 5 years ago.
That's right.
I don't know, it might have
Nasty
even been
season
against
1,
you, I don't
maybe?
remember.
Yeah, it was against me. It was.
I was part of that, man. I was in
It
that
had
flying
about the same potency as it had here.
I don't know, man. I'm seeing them running it next to neck.
Yeah, Def actually streamed that for us. Oh, TK actually getting a couple of kills here.
Oh, Porter. Maybe this was
Porter
the
taking
secret
all
all along.
along. Oh, this is it. This is it.
This is the moment. What can KRB do against such greatness?
Got a TK, team kill there for TK Polar Bear taking out Prime.
Actually, speaking of, ruthless. Speaking about Great Lances, though, I'll have you know that I once won a Great Hammer and Great Lance tournament.
Interesting.
Which I hosted. Actually, incidentally.
Right. You hosted it one night and it was you versus
we
a
had
bot,
we had 64 entrants into this tournament, my friend. We had famous duelists like Scar and Bloody Death, Deacon Barry, you know, the entire numbers. But none of them could match my skill with a Great Lance and a Great Hammer.
Shima taking out Polar Bear, and you got Shima and Vinny left. They've already picked up 1 kill. It's 2v3. They're trying to wrap this up. Master
this could possibly
has
be the most tense round we've seen.
dismounted. Vinny dismounts SJ, and they're going for the dismount on a Porta. They still got a minute and 15
Porter
seconds.
is nimble. He's nimble as a cat. They can't outmaneuver this man.
They could actually dismount them all and just take flag if they wanted to.
Ooh, the controlled J plays.
Shima takes
Is he
down.
gonna make it to the horse? That's the question. Is he gonna do
Horse
it?
is gonna try and run. He
Oh,
does
he got
mount
it.
the horse.
Oh, Jarvis and Pie gets to stop.
There it goes.
They've got 2 horses now. They've got 2 horses. Can they make it to the flag in time? They've got 46 seconds. Take out
Looking for a
Crusty
clutch.
Crusty Beaner, of course, a well-known pub star.
Porty dismounts Crusty. Making his way to the flag.
Dancing around him, he's doing the tango. SJ is a prolific dancer. I've seen him. He has a glittered shirt.
And there goes. TK
There it
picks up
goes.
around.
Picks up a round. This match is not yet over, gentlemen. This match is not yet over.
It's not yet over. I would say TK is going to stick with that strategy.
I think that SJ certainly impressed me that round. I'd certainly say I'd put him in the running for man of the match, MVP. Ooh, Vinny.
Both teams coming in early. Vinny going down really early.
Ruthless team kill. Jarvis and Pie, skilled with a Great Lance. These things are just like fishing rods. You don't know what you're gonna catch at the end of it. You really don't.
Bravo, sir. Bravo.
Whether you're gonna get a
slow clap if I could. Jarvis and Pie gets taken down. Just need horse. You got shouts coming in from the back. Just an all-out cab brawl. Juve comes in, stops the horse, gets a lance, his horse gets taken down immediately.
Ooh.
Tries to stop a Porta, but Porta already had that gray lance going. Prime takes down Crusty Factor Slayer. SJ taking out Kratok.
Ooh, bean sacks. Without a shield now. How's he gonna do it? Can he cope? Do you have any idea who this Vitar player is? This is a new name. This is a new name in the
Vita,
KRB
5-year-old,
lineup,
yeah.
I think.
Alright, we're doing a new rule. People have to come in with their actual names before they.
That would be nice, you know.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Or at least something recognizably their name, you know, that's... You know, like, if someone came in as Bad Dog instead of Mad Dog, then you'd know who it was,
right.
you know?
Yeah,
but
yeah, you could kind of decipher
you could
that.
recognize that, but I feel as though these new kids, they just don't know the rules.
Guac taking out Jeffrey there. Jeffrey actually pulling a stop and go. He reared his horse, and Guac flew right past him. And then Guac does a big up yours to Tito by taking out the horse he was about to mount. Get a little team camaraderie going on. The attention is shifting over to the flag.
Ooh, the fishing rod is going out. Got the bait on the end of it. Ooh, he reels him in.
And a porter
That's
takes
some
that,
nice trout. That's some trout for dinner.
Do you have trout in England? I mean, is that like a...
Yeah, we do. We got all different kinds of fish, man. Yeah. Our biomes, we got some decent biomes. I mean, I've never actually eaten trout, but I'm sure I've seen a man holding a trout in his hand once. That didn't come out right.
Back to the match.
Thanks to the man.
Guac
Not my man with his trout, no.
Do we have an image for that, Dev? Do we have an image? Okay, no, we don't have an image. Don't Google search that, people.
We're seeing some impressive cat play.
Both teams at this point, all cav. Is coming in. Polar Bear's horse gets taken down by maybe Vinny. Oh, by Crusty Beaner, Beansec. Few dismounts happening now.
I mean, this is an important round as well. Let's not forget, this decides who wins the set. It's all to play for. I mean, that's a lie. I mean, the set is to play for. But... Ooh,
TK...
double kill! Double kill!
Yeah, TK getting the numbers advantage early. Kradow gets dismounted. Vinny there to cause a distraction, save him.
Polar Bear dies because of it.
Kradow's able to remount a horse. Porta tries to take the horse down, but is unsuccessful. He did get the slash on it though.
I'm seeing a lot of team kills here. This is careless play. A lot of team wounding. Ooh, the dismount on Vinny, the dismount on Craddock. Does this spell the end for KRB in this round?
Juve
I think it does.
Juve used SJ's horse to stop a Porta's advance. Beautiful move there, but gets taken down by the thrusting Great Lance.
And there we have it. There we have
TK
it.
taking the set.
The only set that TK has won. But certainly the most important one, I'm sure.
Yes, yeah, that was
Full
pivotal.
of, yeah, absolutely.
But like I said, that you see that a lot. One team either relaxes and I wouldn't say gives it to them, but you know they're not taking it quite as seriously. But the team that all the pressure was on, like all the pressure is gone, they actually start playing the game. There have been so many times where I've had to be like, guys, relax, just play the game, do what you normally do. Stop looking at me to tell you every single move you should make.
But you're so knowledgeable, Mad Dog.
You see that. You see that in the indecisiveness. You could see that in a lot of the indecisiveness that TK had. They weren't quite sure sometimes what they were trying to accomplish in those rounds.
Where to push, who to push.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that is that looks like that's a wrap for the WMT finals. Final coming to the win going to Crusty Rust Buckets, or as we like to call him, a bucket full of skill.
Indeed.
It's going to be 3-1.
But by no means the end of competitive warband. We're promised a UNAC, a new UNAC tournament. United North American something. Championship. That's the one.
Very good. Very good.
So that's going to be coming up at some point, I imagine, within the next few weeks. I think Eri said April.
Okay.
So we got that to hope and wait for. Otherwise, I'm fairly sure that Bladecast is gonna do some other streaming around then. I'm not quite sure, but Calamity's got plenty of ideas, I'm fairly sure, and the rest of the staff. So
Absolutely. We have nothing on the schedule at the moment, but a ton of hype is going to come from UNAC. People are going to be putting their teams together. We're going to be seeing some stuff here shortly, and Bladecast is going to be bringing that to you. So make sure to check out our Twitch, join our Steam groups,
and follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter so you can be informed on the upcoming matches. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Any last thoughts, Black Tide?
None whatsoever. But good night.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate you streaming with me, sir. Deafening, manning the camera, and providing the stream, and Calamity for setting all this up. We thank you from Blade Class. Good night.